Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. Before we get started, please like the video down below and subscribe. We just hit 25.4k subscribers. Can we get to 26k by the end of the month? Please subscribe to help me get there. But today we're going to be doing another Trump versus Biden prediction. And we're going to see who's going to win based on our January prediction. We did a prediction back in December on the same topic. And looking at Trump's job approval right now, it is only minus 6.2 in the aggregate in terms of differential. This is extremely good news. He has not been this close to an even approval-disapprove rating, I think, since January, since the honeymoon period of his presidency, where he had a 44% approval rating and a disapproval rating that has shifted. But during the impeachment thing, it seems like Trump is doing a lot better. He's in a much better position to win. Just 6 points differentiate the two. Back in the midterms, it was like 11, 12, I believe. Now it is down to 6. Biden's approval rating has taken a turn for the worse as well. His favorability rating is 2.5 below Trump's. His unfavorability rating is below Trump's a little bit, but he hasn't been attacked as much. And the spread is minus 5.3. And that counts a poll from December. The two January polls have him doing much, much worse than Trump in the unfavorable and the favorable rating, which is ironic because Trump had a 37% approval rating last time. Hillary Clinton had, I believe, a 42. Now Trump's got a 46. Biden's got a 43. By that standard, he should win the popular vote. He might not win it by the differential of the two. He might not win it by 2. He might win it by 0.5. But it's looking like right now, Donald Trump has a very good chance at winning the popular vote in this election against Biden. I think one Emerson poll reflected that, had the two tied. So when we come down to it, the polls are much different than they were last time, and Biden's got a lot of people in the Bernie camp that are very disaffected with Biden. You're starting to see this happen. Just like last time around, you saw the same thing happen where Hillary Clinton lost a lot of support that she could have got from Bernie Sanders voters. Either they voted third party, didn't show up, which honestly I think they'll do again. I think they'd rather do that than, start over in 8 years. Now you can start over in 4 years in your party. Assuming Biden would lose to Trump, in that case, the Democrats could nominate that so-called progressive in 2024, and they'd have a much better chance to win as well. Otherwise, they'd have to wait until 2036 to get someone that could execute that so-called, I guess you would say, radical left agenda that so many on the Democrat side want. But we'll start to fill this map out here. All the safe states, obviously Utah, Wyoming, Idaho, Montana, the Dakotas, all of Nebraska, except the 2nd District, Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, South Carolina, Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, and Missouri, all going to Trump safe, as well as the state of Alaska. And I believe Maine's 2nd District will continue the trend, and Trump will win Maine's 2nd District in the safe column. Remember, Biden is actually worse at energizing voters than Hillary Clinton. He's got the same corruption charges against him, and he doesn't have the woman factor going for him. Hillary was a woman, honestly, and Biden is not. Biden's not going to turn out that, intersectional style, crazy, radical left type of voter. But that's basically it. He's not going to be able to turn out, I guess you would say, the farther left people. He's not going to be able to turn out the farther left voter as much as Hillary was, because they had a reason to turn out, first female president. They don't have that with Biden. In fact, Biden might actually do worse than women. He might do a little bit better with men, but based on the way trends are going in that favor, I can't personally see it happening. And let's now fill out the safe Democrat states. California is in there for sure. Obviously, Washington State, Vermont, Massachusetts, I can't see. Connecticut could get closer, I can't see. New Jersey, with Biden, I think it's safe. Delaware, I think, would be safe with Biden, likely with Bernie, even though I think Trump would have really no chance at winning the states no matter what. I think the margins would be a lot closer in that case. So basically, we're filling out this map. New York and Illinois, obviously, two very, very big ones in favor of the Democrats' side so far. So here we go. And this map is starting to look relatively what I would expect it to for now, and we're going to start to fill out the swing states. I believe we're going to start on the East Coast this time. Sometimes I start on the West Coast, but the states are called East to West, so I believe we will call them East to West, not in the order they will be called on election night, because, that'd be a lot of math, a lot of effort to do, but I think that we're going to call the states East to West. So we'll start with Maine. Maine at large, will tilt in Trump's column based off of things like trends, assuming he'd win the popular vote in this case, which I believe he could. Even if it's by 0.2%, he should carry the state of Maine at large with trends. Maine's 1st district, I'm still going to put in the safe column, although I do expect it to get closer. New Hampshire, I think, would be blue with Bernie Sanders. With Biden, I don't necessarily see it. I think that Trump is going to tilt win the state of New Hampshire. Rhode Island would be safe if it wasn't for Chafee, but you have to take trends into account where it trended 12 points red in 2016. If it trends just 3% red, gets to 11-point win, and then Chafee picks off some because I think he'll be the Libertarian nominee. I think that would put it in the likely column, and the same thing is going to happen with Oregon, by the way. I'll fill that out now, but that's basically what's going to happen. Biden was born in Pennsylvania. He won't shut up about it, but I don't think Trump is going to let the voters forget that Biden supported TPP stronger than Hillary Clinton supported TPP, which is why the voters flocked to Trump in the first place. Trump withdrew from TPP. That's going to help him. Trump restructured NAFTA, the trade policies. He put more time and more effort into doing what he could to help the industries in Pennsylvania. Talk about energy independence. America is more energy independent than it's really ever been before under the Trump presidency. So for that alone, Trump would have the edge. But Hillary Clinton actually lived in Pennsylvania more of her life than Biden lived in there for his. And it really doesn't work. Trump went to college in Pennsylvania. So I don't want to hear about the, it's his home state thing, because that really doesn't add up. And at the end of the day, it's kind of being disingenuous to say Biden would win Pennsylvania based on it being his home state. It's going to go to Trump. It will tilt to Trump again. Trump will win the state of Pennsylvania. As for the state of Virginia, likely in Biden's column. Yes, Trump voters will be more energized there based on what happened with the Richmond gun protests and stuff, but it's not going to be enough. Biden will get the establishment, and that overrules the rest of the state in Virginia. The northern tip of it controls the rest of the state, so whatever Trump would make gains downstate, I don't think it would really add up. At best case, it would be lean Biden, but I do think Trump would have a chance to win the state against Bernie Sanders, though, and so there's that. As for the state of North Carolina, I definitely think Trump is going to win the state by a lean margin. Again, Biden lost it on the Obama ticket in 2012. He's not going to be able to turn out voters at the rate Obama did, and Donald Trump has energized voters in the rural part of the state more than Mitt Romney did, so definitely think that Trump is going to get the state of North Carolina for sure. Same thing with Georgia. Even though Georgia is turning into North Carolina, I still think that it's necessarily still going to stay with Trump. This time around, I think Biden could make a play for it. If Biden wants to win, he's going to have to do it through Georgia. I don't think he's going to be able to win the Rust Belt area, but that's beside the point. As for the state of Florida, Florida will go to Trump we'll put it in the tilt column. I think Trump will win it by roughly 2 points. Biden will make a play there better than people like Bernie or Warren or whoever else, but at the end of the day, I still think Trump will carry the state of Florida. Ohio is going to go safe. Iowa's going to go likely, in my opinion. Actually, you know what? Iowa's going safe. We talked about the tariffs. We talked about the farmers. Look at the Farm Journal poll. The Farm Journal poll shows Trump having the highest approval among farmers in the history. Trump's got his highest approval ever in history. So whatever the left is out there talking about these talking points, they hit the comment sections, they talk about the tariffs. Well, he got a trade deal with China, phase 1 done, which is huge. I thought China wouldn't have done that. I thought they'd really want to wait for Biden, but Trump got him to come to the table a little bit, and that's good. It's good for the stocks. It's good for the farmers, and I think that at the end of the day, his approval rating with farmers is like 83% or whatever. That's roughly the percentage he got in 2016, so that's going to help him win Iowa. It's going to help him win Wisconsin in the lean column based off trends. Michigan, he'll win at tilt. Minnesota, Biden's not going to energize the voters there. Chafee's going to pick off a lot of Bernie bros because of certain foreign policy stances, certain social views, and you look at the woke left, they just don't go well with Biden. They won't turn out for Biden. So you look at Minneapolis, not going to turn out for him as much as they would turn out for Bernie Sanders. So I think Bernie would actually do better in Minnesota than Biden. So Trump's going to narrowly pick off Minnesota because he's going to try for it, he's going to work hard for it, and he's going to get it. So right off the bat, you have Trump winning already. We haven't even called Texas. So all the people out there saying, oh, Republicans can't win without Texas. Well, apparently Trump won without Texas and Arizona. But he's going to win Texas. He's going to win Texas in the likely column against Biden. It might get a little closer, but it's not going to be nearly enough for it to even go to the lean column. Beto was a total fluke in the state of Texas. Nebraska's 2nd district will lean in Trump's column. Arizona will tilt in Trump's column. I believe it will go to Trump by roughly 2 points. That could classify itself for lean, but for right now, we'll put it in the tilt column. Colorado, Biden's not going to energize voters, but based off trends, we'll put it in the likely column. But New Mexico, I've said it will be closer than Colorado, and Colorado and Oregon will vote by roughly the same margin. 8.3% Democrat is what I'm projecting. So New Mexico is going to go for the Democrats against Biden. Because Biden will do better with religious Hispanics than Trump will. I mean, Biden will do better among religious Hispanics in New Mexico than some of the other Democrats would. I think Warren and Bernie could lose this state. It's going to be competitive without Johnson on the ticket. A lot of Johnson's voters will go to Trump. Trump has a lot of red meat for New Mexico, created the most jobs. I think the most job growth has been in the state of New Mexico. It's got all like the number one everything under Trump. So he's got a lot of definitely talking points that will help him there, especially to turn out voters, flip new voters in New Mexico. But I still don't think he'll win the state. Hawaii will go for the Democrats, and Nevada is a tough one. I'll put it tilt in the Democrat column for now. Subject to change. It's going to be close either way, but it's very hard for a Republican to win the state. We'll put it in the column of the tilt D. So Trump is going to win against Biden, in my opinion, 322 to 216. So thanks everybody for watching. Please like this video, comment, do you agree, disagree, let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel, hit the big red button to subscribe, click the bell for notifications so you never miss another video. Follow me on social media, join the Discord, join the subreddit, join the Patreon, links in description. And thanks everybody for watching. Red Eagle, out.